All right, guys, Saturday morning, Caprada here. We're in Houston, Texas, reporting live. It's February 1st, so it's the beginning of the month. We just ended January. And what does that mean? For a business, that means a lot of things. It's the end of the month. End of the month, you want to drive revenue. You want to drive profits. You want to drive new customers to your business. So we ended January 31st on a good note. January was a bit of I'll give an update on that. I'm building in public, so I do want to be transparent. I do want to tell everybody, everybody that's watching the journey, what to expect, the updates on our progress, what we're working on, how things are going. I'll include that in this video. I'll be honest, a little bit unplanned. I came down here. I just know that I want to record videos. I just know that I want to post them up. What I talk about, a lot of times I turn on the recording and I just start talking and I just go from there. Whatever feels good, that's what we're talking about right now. As I get better and better, I'm sure I'll have topics and strategies and try to do all that. But for right now, not everything has to be a strategy. Not everything has to be monetized. For me, a lot of times is just start doing it and you'll figure it out from there. That's kind of how I've operated throughout my life. Obviously, you do a lot of research, you do a lot of learning, and you try to emulate successful strategies that have worked for other people. When I say you, I mean me, but I'm sure a lot of people use the same strategy. They try to emulate things that they see working for other people or other businesses. That's something that I've always done. I've always been a believer in, I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I just have to make the wheel a little bit better. So that's kind of the strategy with this video content. We're posting this up. We'll share our business. We'll share our personal lives as far as our goals. Mainly what I'm sharing is just the training for the 10K. I've been working on that. That's what I've been sharing along on X, on YouTube. That's what I'll share here on LinkedIn. And this is what my videos will revolve around: business, growing a business, raising venture capital funds, fitness, and then just kind of the journey. If you want to follow along, I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to put these videos out whether people follow along or not, just try to see what comes from it. But, a lot more fun when people follow along, a lot more fun when people are engaged. And just, I guess just trying to let people know me from the outside. People that I've never met before in real life. There's a lot of people on my social media, LinkedIn, X, mainly LinkedIn and X, that people that know me personally, people that know how I operate on as a live person, not just as a person on the internet. Those people know me. The people that have been watching that don't know me on a personal level, I want them to get to know me a little bit too. So I'll share a little bit about my life with them as well. Guys, so the first things first, end of the month. So we're talking business. We're talking end of the month. We're talking January. Last January is when we launched our application, our vehicle delivery app, ShipCargo. And what we did is we white labeled it. So we were running the technology on a website, jpautotransport.com. The reason we were doing that is because that brand was already established and running. So we built the technology, threw it up on that website. And what we were trying to find is a product market fit. We were trying to find, test to see if customers were going to come to the website and book. And lo and behold, they did. Over the year, we did about 917 sales in our first 12 months. That's with a very low budget. So that's something to be proud of. 1.3 million for a business. It's pretty good. ChatGPT says less than 10% of businesses that are ever started in the United States reach over the $1 million mark. This is the third time I'm doing this with a business. So that's something to be proud of. But at this stage in entrepreneurship, or at this stage for myself, I'm not impressed with $1 million, $1.3 million in revenue. For me, this is just very, very, very beginning, early stages. I'm more at a stage in my entrepreneur life where I expect much bigger returns, much bigger outcomes. Granted, I do have to give myself grace. This is the first 12 months, so we're off to a very good start. But really, I see this company in 5-6 years, in 5-6 years, doing closer to $80 to $100 million in revenue. When I say these things, a lot of people, mainly people that are not in business, mainly people that have not started their own business or done their own thing, they think that's crazy to think kind of envision, kind of have that vision. But I don't. To be honest, this is more what I expect. It's not really a dream. It's not really a hope. It's more of I expect this to happen. And that's kind of how I've operated my whole life. I expect the good things and the big things to happen in my life. Why do I expect that? Because I'm somebody that puts in the work. I'm not scared to put in the work. I've been, this isn't new. I'm not new to this. I'm not new to this industry. I'm not new. The technology is new, but I've been in this industry for many years. So, just you learn, you gather information, and you try to improve the processes. That's what I've been doing with this, and that's why I expect such a big outcome. On a shoestring budget, like I said, we were able to do 1.3 million. Very proud of that, but I think we got a long way to go here in this year. Without investors, even if we don't get investors, I do expect us to reach the $4 million level in revenue this year. If we do get investors, we could expedite it, get to 10 million a lot quicker. 10 million, we'll do 20 million, 50 million, get to 100 million. The roadmap may change as we go throughout the years. This is how I envision it now. But, as you get into business, you never know what road you're going to take. You never know what, what's going to come up, what opportunities are going to arise, what doors are going to open. So a lot of times in business, of course, it's important to have everything planned, but you also have to be ready to pivot as needed. Pivot, make some moves as needed as they present themselves. Never be closed off. Never think you have everything figured out. What I've seen in business is a lot of times people get complacent. Their current business is working and they want to stick to that, which is good. Everybody has their own way of doing business. For myself, if something's working, good, we're going to keep doing that, but we also need to find other avenues to increase revenue. We have to find other avenues to improve the business and get more customers in. So just because something's working, at least in my eyes, doesn't mean that, business is complete. For me, it's working. Now, how do we keep it there? How do we improve? That's a little bit of, I call them founder thoughts. This is kind of what's going through my head. These are some of the thoughts that I have all the time, to be honest. This is what I'm thinking about all the time. So that's that, guys. Saturday morning here, end of the month, or I'm sorry, the beginning of the month. So let me reveal some numbers here. I'm pulling up the Stripe. And this month, month of January 2025, looks like we're ending the month around $88,000. So we ended at $88,000 in revenue. So two ways to look at it. January 2024, we ended that month in $6,000 in revenue. That was the first month that we launched. So year over year, if we're comparing January 2024 to January 2025, much better progress. Much better progress. Give me a second here. I'm pulling this up now. I can tell you the exact percentage. So the exact percentage is an increase of 1,319%. So from January 2024 to January 2025, we've increased 1,300%. That's pretty good. That's really good. Something to be proud of. As far as December to January, we've dropped in revenue. And why is that? We're working on a lot of things. We're a small team. Two founders here. We have myself and my co-founder. And right now we're working on driving the business forward. A lot of times our company has been founder-led sales. So most of the sales that we've been making throughout this year have been led by myself and my co-founder. Over these last couple months, we're launching version 3 of our application in March. So my co-founder has been working on that. He's heading up that project. We call him our CTO co-founder. And myself, as everybody knows, I've been giving updates here. I've been really focused on the venture capital. I've been really focused on getting some money into our business, getting a capital infusion in order to scale at a quicker pace. So I've given myself until March 31st. I told myself I was going to focus on this on March 31st. So why am I saying all this? Because it has affected our revenue. So revenue for January, a bit lower. We're at 88,000. This is the first month in quite a while that we hit under 100. A little bit of expected. I did expect this because my eyes are off the sales. Co-founders' eyes off the sales. Right now we have other team members handling this, which they're doing a great job. Team members are doing a great job. I got a great team. But as of right now, I don't expect them to be able to sell at the velocity that I can or the velocity that our co-founder can. I feel that we're experts in the subject when we talk to customers. We can close the sale. We can accurately answer all questions. We can make the customer feel good about the transaction. We can win trust. That's something that we're working on with the rest of our team. The rest of the team does a great job, does an amazing job, but they're newer to this, so it's going to take more time for them to adapt and get the sales as needed. We're working on it. So, guys, sales this month they're a little bit down. Might be down for next month as well. But this is the sacrifice that we're making right now. When you have a bootstrapped business, when you're a small team, sometimes you have to take attention from one part of the business and place it in another part of a business for a little bit while you finish that project. Sometimes that affects your business. Right now, it looks like it's affecting sales. Sales for us, revenue is the most important part of the business. So, can't take our eyes off it too much. Definitely need sales, definitely need revenue. We're a bootstrap business after all. Definitely our livelihood definitely depends on that. So, I on revenue, I on sales always. But we are working on other parts of the business right now. And we fully expected this. Sales will go up. I definitely usually see December, January, February, pretty slow time of the season as far as delivering vehicles. Not always. It just kind of depends who you're working with. But right now we see it's a little bit slow. So we're taking that opportunity to build. We're taking that opportunity to build the rest of our business. And that way, when volume increases again, we're expecting around March, then we have everything prepared to go full force. So, guys, that's it. That's a quick little update on what I got going on, what we got going on over here at ShipCargo. I'm in my workout gear. I got to go get these miles in. I'm going to go work these miles in. As far as the fitness journey, I did about 94 miles month of January, so we're going to try to beat that in February. More than 94, but we'll definitely try to hit 100 in February. So, guys, that's the update for now. I'll post this on my socials. If you guys got any feedback for me, hit me in the DMs. Let me know. Drop a comment, drop a like, reshare this video if you support me. And if you don't, it's all good. Keep following along. Maybe you'll share the next one. Guys, all right, so I'm signing off. Kev Parada here. Kev Parada here. We're in Houston, Texas, and we're about to go get these miles in. Let's go.